Welcome back to another episode of We Talk Fit
with Mish and Dean. Like to remobilize yourself again.
Yeah.
Cool. So I figured we'd just chat our training.
Mm-hmm.
Our training, not our.
Our training.
That's the Geordie accent bit. Like where, like obviously some people that are in here know what we're up to and what we're doing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of half might know why we're doing it, but I figured if we chat, where's your training at the minute? What you doing?
Okay.
Why? Those sorts of things.
Okay. So with mine at the moment, it's minimum 2 to 3 sessions a week. Just because I am got lots of assignments and assessments and everything due being at uni.
Mm-hmm.
So being time poor at the moment, I have a non-negotiable 2 to 3 days at an absolute minimum. And if I can fit an extra couple in, I will. And it's more just about moving the body and stuff at the moment while everything else is a bit crazy.
Yeah, so just like commitments with like university and life.
Yeah. That's just coming to the pointy end of it at the moment. So it's like I've got 7 assessments, pracs, or whatever due in the next 3 weeks, which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that's not including my final exams. So with all of that sort of happening at the moment, I'm just making sure that I still get out and move my body, but there's no structured plan currently.
So not following a program. So you haven't like rewritten a program to suit that time frame, or
no, I haven't. So I have got a program there ready when I'm out and I'm got a bit more freedom, which is a bit more strength based.
Yeah.
5 days a week. Squat, deadlift, bench, etc. And focusing on the strength component.
Yeah.
But that's
like 5x5s in those.
Yeah. Yeah. And then once I can get back into that, I know that I'll feel a little bit better. But that's sort of where I'm at the moment, just due to poor time commitment.
So how do you? So like if you're, because obviously there's going to be loads of people that go, okay, well I'm really time poor. I mean, we know this with friends and clients, and like it's that whole scheduling thing, isn't it? We briefly chatted about when's the best time to train, and we're sort of saying, well, before you even get to that point, it might even be just a case of when can you train.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if you're trying to squeeze, you're really good with your training in an ideal world, like you've said, you've programs sitting there, you've got 5 days ahead of you, you know what you're doing. But if you're then going, okay, realistically, I've got like 2 windows or 3 windows a week I can train in, you're trying to tick as many boxes as you can in those sessions.
Yeah. So essentially making sure that I'm moving all muscle groups in those sessions where I can. So not missing anything out through the week, because it's 2 to 3. I sort of do an upper session, a lower session, and then a mixed, realistically. Is how I sort of try and make it work. With the 3, it's more like a push and arms, sort of chest and arms, a back session, and then a lower body sort of mix. Make it work.
And it's hard, like when you are going through those phases when you're only training like from what you're used to. So 2 to 3 sessions a week for some people would be an awful lot, but from what you're used to and capable of,
that's so little.
Dropping to that, there's a whole like ego conversation goes on, because you're in that session and you're going, right, okay, I'm doing like pushing arms, like you think you said. So there's a temptation to want to make, let's say there's a chest exercise in there, like a bench press or a chest press. You want to make that like what you're capable of. But the reality is you're probably better off just keeping it at like 70-80% and going through the motion of full range of motion.
Yeah.
Check all the joints feel good.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. And that's really hard to keep a check on that.
It's that, like I said, a little bit of ego, but it's also learning not to feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to training 5, 6 days, whatever.
At a certain intensity and level, effort level.
And then you're you're so fatigued and tired, learning not to feel guilty that you're not hitting those numbers, or learning not to feel guilty that you're only in 2 or 3 days a week
Yeah.
when you want to be in 5, but you just can't. So
And
that's sort of where.
I mean, and how do you feel physically with that? Do you feel like because obviously the worry that a lot of people have is like, oh, I'm going to lose this and I'm going to lose that. But reality is you can
Get it pretty quick.
You can maintain a lot of it. It's not that you're going to lose things completely.
Yeah. Not too bad with that in that respect. I still push myself hard enough.
You have quite good like residual strength levels anyway. Like you stay quite strong.
Yeah, and then most of the time, yeah, not too bad really with that side of things. Like I can definitely feel that it's a little bit, just because I'm more fatigued. Like it's a lot harder to lift some of the weights and stuff as well. So I know that there's been, well, this is a good thing, but couple of nights where I've only gotten sort of 3 or 4 hours sleep because I've been trying to get through a lot of stuff. I know that I'm not going to.
What an advocate for health.
I know, don't do that. Yeah. I know that I'm not going to hit my numbers. You're not doing
it on purpose. It's not because you want to.
No, 100%. Like I want my work best of 8 hours. But I know I'm not going to lift my numbers. So it might just be about getting a mobility session in.
It sounds like it sounds really gimmicky, and like I keep saying this whole thing about sounding cliche, because a lot of what we talk about in our stuff can like look that way, but your number. So let's say you train 5 days a week on a program, and then you've got all your different things covered, and you've got 5x5s of the big exercises in there, and you're making good progress, and then you have to drop to 2 days a week for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you maintain like good range of motion and mobility in all of your joints, and like, so strip it back and pick the most important exercises from your overall program.
Mm-hmm.
So let's use a bench as an example. You're still doing a form of chest press with really good range of motion. Then when you do have the potential to push again, probably literally push, those numbers will come back.
Yeah, they're still there.
Sometimes it takes a little longer or whatever. But if you pull those movements out, or change, like don't focus on maintaining the range and the ability to be in those positions, then when you come to be able to go hard again, you're like relearning the movement pattern. Your joints have got tight because of the muscles like haven't been in that position for ages, and then it's really difficult to get back to the numbers. So I think it sounds like you're doing like exactly what I would sort of recommend to you if I was coaching you. Definitely a case of like almost use it or lose it sort of thing. You wouldn't lose it completely, but try and keep as much of those movement patterns
happening
fluid and quality of movement, rather than, because it's not going to be a time for quantity.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's sort of where I'm at with everything.
Like you say, like it's only for a period, and then there'll be the time when your training gets a really high focus because you've got the ability and time to do it, and things are always shifting. It
like fixed. I said, it's only I know that it's only a period of time, so that's why I'm not too stressed about that side of things, because I know that in the next 3 weeks it's then study week and then exams. So I know that when the next 3 weeks are over, I will have time to. I don't have to be at classes. I don't have to be in lectures. I don't have to be learning new content or writing reports or anything like that. So like I know that I'll have time to actually get a decent session in and get back into it again.
Yeah.
But I know that I definitely feel a hell of a lot better when I'm training my 5 days a week.
Getting after it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, like that's just what your body's like being trained to do now. So
that as well, it's like but ready state. Body, it's mentally, like you just feel better.
Yeah.
Like you can.
Well, you're getting that endorphin rush more often, and a different type of dopamine fix than you would be getting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's hard to remove yourself from that when you do get used to doing it. Mm-hmm. Always try and think about like how our situations are familiar or different to like clients or whatever that ask for advice on like their schedules and how they fit things in, and should I do this and should I do that?
Yeah.
So I guess like if you've answered that question about the best time to work out is whenever you've got time, then really just tick as many boxes as you can with you know, if you're looking at 3 sessions a week, you think about maybe splitting it up into, I don't know, upper body, lower body, pull, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But you're trying to like get as much value from each session as you can.
Yeah, essentially, and that's what I'm trying to do with each one, because I know that my time is poor, so it's making sure that I can tick as many boxes as I can in as little amount of time as I can.
And I think we sometimes, I don't know if it's like we forget a little bit that we've got like this whole library of what to do in our head, which. So we have a natural, like, even without writing stuff down, we have a natural, oh, we can do this, this, and this, and this. And a lot of people, it's not their world. So they're like, Christ, I need to do 2 sessions a week because that's all I've got time for. What do I do?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I would say to people, like reach out and chat to someone. Because if you get some, like, a little bit of advice on that, you're not going to be chasing your tail so much.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because you can make really good progress in 2 sessions a week.
Yeah, I got a client that does 1 session a week.
Yeah.
And her progress has been insane.
Yeah.
So, it's taken a little bit longer to get where we want to get to. But it's happened and the progress is there. So,
but you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 absolute legends about a walk in. Maybe?
Yeah.
Online. Good morning.
Good
morning. All right, you can breathe.
What about your training?
My
Where are you at training at the
training's
moment?
been real good for a while. Obviously, we did earlier in the year. Leanne and I decided that we were going to do the carnivore thing, give it a go, and see what the benefits were and the negatives were, and lots of that stuff. So I got pretty lean quite quickly. Lost a fair bit of strength just because I wasn't training the same way. But I always feel happier and healthier in my head and my body when I'm pushing my strength side of stuff. It's just how I operate. A little bit of ego in there, of course. So typically my programs are always based around 5x5. I was chatting with someone this morning about it. So although my program's written down, it's 4 sessions a week, 4 resistance sessions a week, plus like interval sprints and things. But because my sessions are already sort of almost set in stone, when something's not quite right, I just tweak it.
Yeah.
So I'll always typically do a 5x5 chest press, a 5x5 deadlift, and a 5x5 squat across a week. If I'm feeling absolutely on top of the world, I might go, let's say my 5x5 deadlift, I might go, after my 4 sets, I'm going to do a really top working set and see where my 3 rep max is or something. I might give myself that little reward. But generally speaking, I stay pretty close to it. On the flip side, if I feel something's off, like if my squat's off, I might do my 5x5s or 3 or 4 sets of the 5, back the weight up and go, actually, no, I'm just not hitting my depth, or something's not quite right in the bottom, and I might back the weight off and do an extra 2 sets where I add a pause in.
Yeah.
And like I hold myself accountable. If I feel like I'm coming away from quality movement or doing something, kind of tweak things a little bit. I did hurt my back deadlifting last Friday, as you know, because you've seen me hobbling around here. So while I figure out what's going on there, now I haven't put anything out, but it's extremely painful. So while I figure that out, clearly my sessions are going to get tweaked. So by the time we go a full circle of a week, I'll see where I'm at. And if I can deadlift at all, I will do some form of that movement without the load.
Progression of some sort.
Yeah. If it's not there because it's still too inflamed, which I feel it might be. So for instance, this morning I was supposed to train my first lower body session, which would be squats, always hamstrings, always, and then squats. I basically stayed away from loading the squat bar up because I didn't want that load sitting on my spine because it's just too sore still. So I went lots of hamstring work. So I got myself into a decent position on a hamstring curl, locked my hips in, put the thigh pad on, so nothing was moving except for that sort of stretch through the hamstring and then that pull. And just really, really worked hard on my hamstrings. So
trying very hard not to cramp on that one, weren't you?
Extremely hard not to cramp. But again, it's like trying to just use things that, like, use it or lose it. So
you adjusted your training to suit where you're at.
I was super set in that. I was getting out of the machine once I didn't cramp and going down into some form of squat and sitting in the bottom of it, so that I'm not losing that ability to be in that really
that deep range of motion
flexion.
Yeah.
But it's just you gotta listen to, like, I think people would be able to count on one hand how many times I let pain get in the way of me training. So you have to listen to it if it's not right.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've often talk about that with mine and with other clients as well. So your pain scale, I sort of go, oh, how much did that hurt? Scale of 1 to 10, like how much? If they go, oh, it really hurts.
Yeah.
You know, how much? And they're like, oh, about a 7. I'm like, oh, shit, okay, right.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, bring me back a bit. Think about the absolute worst pain you've ever been in your entire life.
I always go like 10 is, right, you need morphine. Like you're going to pass out. It's so painful.
Exactly. So I go, that's 10. Where are you now on that scale? And they're like, oh, maybe about a 2. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's all right. So 2's fine. As long as it's not like freaking all the way out here. And if we have to back a bit of range of motion or something like that, then you work with that. So so that they're still getting a form of movement in, or you regress it of some sort. You still get that movement in, but you're not freaking pushing it.
And not letting it
stop you completely.
So obviously if something's like really painful, you can't use it properly. I get that. And that could cause further problems.
Yeah.
But also, like, there is a huge sway of people that do let that become an excuse. And like, it isn't going to get easier to move those things if you let it be the barrier all the time. So, I mean, you saw how much mobility stuff I was doing in between every set I was doing. I was doing lots of glute work, lots of rolling, lots of stretching. And that isn't going to take the pain away. Like, you do endless amounts of stretching, it's not going to fix a problem if there's a problem. It can help mediate some things. But some of that was almost like a fact-finding mission to see which muscle group actually is giving me all this pain here.
Yeah, working it out.
I have a feeling it was, I think it might even be, it's like obviously my erectors or a little bit down in my glutes. I think I've overused them for 2 reps.
Yeah, okay.
I asked them to do something they weren't ready to do because I forced 2 extra reps on my deadlift.
Right.
So I'll be fine. But I would imagine people that weren't used to this pain would think, holy crap, like I've herniated a disc or I've done something real bad to my back. I might have done something like that as well. But nah, we'll be right. So that's kind of where my training's at. So yeah, just letting pain levels dictate what's happening with the big moves.
Yeah, where you're...
And then, like, exactly what you said, just tick the boxes with everything else.
Yeah.
I always try and stay at 2 lower body sessions a week. All my other training's better when I train the legs at least twice.
Yeah, you've said that for a long time.
One's more posterior focused.
We'll just warm up.
One's more quad focused.
Yeah.
And then just tick the boxes with push pull. If I do 6 or 7 weeks of bench press, I'll probably change it for the next block to like a... might change the angle, but normally I'll change it to like a dumbbell press or something like that. Maybe superset it with a lighter bench press with pauses in or something.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah. So this is like watching a David Attenborough documentary over here. It's like Gorillas in the Mist. You happy?
Yeah.
Good with that one? Shorter episode, but touch base on a few things.
Right.
Yeah, short and sweet. Just, don't feel guilty if you have those moments where you are busy. Like, listen to your body, listen to your fatigue levels and all that sort of stuff. Just try and still move where you can, whether it's for a walk. Basically.
Absolutely, yeah. You probably heard me say to my last client there before, like, because his ankle's bad, if you go and do that, get on your bike, sun shining, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I reckon I would have been.
So still try and move in some capacity. Don't stop completely when you're either busy or you're injured or whatever. Just still try and get something out where you can without letting it fall off completely.
Do what you can do, then because your time's valuable, do it with the best quality you can.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Perfect.
That's a good message.